So
likes to play.
we're into this one.
And MOK right now.
So first things first. I love talking about team. This like I'm going to complain about this till the end of time. One of North America's. I should stop saying that. You know what's funny? You know the problem is that for a little bit I was saying United States, or for the States I was saying America, right? For encompassing like basically the North American region, and I was like, that's wrong. I should say North America when I mean the region, because usually I'm not just talking about the states. And now it's gone backwards for King of Fighters specifically, because every time I'm like, okay, I want to talk about the region, North America, crap, no, it's actually only the states, where I have a consistent huge problem with the ordering of their team. And I saw that at I think it was Summer Jam. Summer Jam showed me once again, that people's team ordering is, for the most part, pretty trash in the States. But you can't convince these people anything, so that's why this country is going to stay bad at King of Fighters for a very long time. Anyway, yeah, and I'm trying to shy away from saying America, because that's non-descriptive. America, we say America because we default America here in the United States, but saying states or United States is way more indicative of the country that I'm referring to. So when I say America, you're not, I mean, most people know what I'm talking about, but there's a possibility of you saying like, oh, what do you mean, America, South America, Central America, North America? Do you just mean the country? Stuff like that. Anyway, that is a sidetrack for no reason. Team composition, seeing Kukri in top 8, really cool. I think this character is still pretty good. Obviously not as good, but I still think the character is still good enough to be in a top 8 position. I definitely respect this, respect its spot in top 8. Jenny Cronin, don't need to say much about that. We talked about that last time. These are the best positions for these characters, and they're both some of the best characters in the game. Here. So, Yashiro is a really interesting character to position on your team. One, I think he goes anywhere. However, I have seen a lot of point Yashiro lately. And I think that might just be that he just has an overwhelming strength in neutral, because his normals are so impressive. And he doesn't need any meter to do damage. And then the meter that he can extend, he can do 1EX combos to extend his damage, and they work out pretty darn well. But the reason why I say can go anywhere is because he can do 1EX damage, he can do 2EX damage, he can do 1EX 1 super damage, he can do 2 bar, whatever you want. Whatever you want to invest into this character can do it. And this is why I consider him to be like one of the best characters in the game. Not only that, I mean, his normal set's incredible. He has amazing frame traps. He has a cross-up that is really difficult to deal with. Incredible confirms, a safe forward moving special that you can probably hit confirm pretty easily if you're, especially, and I know, off of what I'm going to say now, a Farsi cancelable. A cancelable Farsi. So you can do Farsi cancelable into this Rush Punch, and then get a super if you really want to tack on some extra damage afterwards, which does a good chunk of damage. Whatever this character wants to do, can do it. This character's phenomenal. Literally has no problems in his kit. Don't know what to say. So he goes anywhere. Chizuru also goes anywhere. I've seen a lot of Chizuru second nowadays. I thought she was going to be a best as a point character. I might have, if I were to say to order this team, I might have put this team as Chizuru, Jenny, Yashiro. But if you wanted, let's say, commit to the Yashiro point, this team is good. I like how this team is ordered. So I have absolutely no complaints with either order of team here. Just this is a little bit more This is a little bit more sort of like you can do whatever you want with this team, and I think a lot of the best characters in King of Fighters right now can go anywhere. There's a few exclusions. I think Kula is a pretty big exclusion. I don't think she goes anchor. I don't think Elizabeth goes first, but I think for the most part, all the best characters can go anywhere almost. But yeah, let's just talk about the ordering real quick. I think that's a pretty important concept in the game right now because meter management is a very, very big deal.
Now, what a lot to prove.
Round start aggression.
I think the youngest competitor here.
Yashiro very confident. Yashiro's very confident to take to the air. It's gonna take a bit of work for Kukri to snipe Yashiro out of the air. He's got a lot of really strong buttons that covered different angles. So if he doesn't find a way to beat CD, it's going to be very difficult for him to contest. And for the most part, this character is going to have very difficult time beating CD.
MOK is, putting
Got to confirm here. Gets Oki afterwards.
Nice stand CD. MOK not able to get anything started right now.
Yeah, he's just getting rushed down. And this is what like MOK kind of wants to like sit in this range exactly right here where like sand pillar goes up here. He has a closer sand pillar up and then he could toss fireballs in the meantime. He wants to get that 1 bar so he can punish jump with super and make it really scary for Yashiro to run at him. But Yashiro, his aggression is really what he wants. He wants to constantly put the aggression up. He doesn't want him to build meter by throwing fireballs and stuff like that because he knows this is going to be a problem afterwards. And so as long as he can keep up this like half bar thing, he can be really scary to Kukri.
Score, approach him.
Oh, I should say, the reason why that is because he has this EX chop, the EX overhead thing. That thing is a projectile invul, goes about 1/2 to 3/4 of the screen. So then when he starts doing this zoning crap, it's going to be really scary for him to do so.
Yeah, but, he's got the life deficit. He's in the corner.
Nice air reset.
Score definitely worked his way in masterfully there.
Backs up afterwards. Oops, I did not mean to go forward.
Sand and make Score approach him, but he's got the life deficit.
So I love it that he's going for these consistent anti-air CDs. His CD is very good. It moves very far forward and it has a lingering hitbox on top of which, so it just has the ability to really be a strong anti-air on jumping characters. Especially Kukri's air trajectory change is straight down, so it's going to be even harder for him to sort of beat it. But I just in general, this is a really good thing for Score to do here. So air reset on the counter goes for pressure with 2A here. Just pressuring here, trying to see if he can get it to work by frame trapping. Hey, son, thank you for stopping by. Hope you're having a good start of your week. Pressure's done. He is negative on blocked special. Backdashes into a range where he really can't use sand pillar here because he gets super hopped into death. And he loses, so he's gonna have to stay some pretty timid in this situation here. Probably just go for an anti-air, but I imagine that Score is just gonna get more aggressive after a couple seconds of them not doing anything. No, he jumps. Oh my god, he jumps. Yeah, I really like how Score played this. He backdash, waited for a second. If he wasn't gonna do anything, he would run in because he shouldn't do anything. If he did something, then he was going to respond accordingly. Boom, responded accordingly. EXDP gets to stand B. I'm assuming probably goes for far B just in case he wants to make sure that he gets something out of it. You want to go for close normal here, but it's going to be more difficult.
Yeah, he was waiting that super jump. It's so
pressured once again. Mash roll in it. I really like this. This is going to put you in a neutral situation afterwards. So content and down backing here. There's no reason for you to even get any sort of risky in this position. I love it. Waited for the special. He's negative. Press a stand B. That is like one of the safest things you can press in this situation right here.
Oh no.
Knows he just needs a nickel to win it, right? And then gets aggressive once again. I've been seeing so much Neko arc since I watched her stream last week. Yeah, she got released, and people are having a lot of fun with her. Also, yesterday they had an all Neko arc tournament, which was really cool. All Neko arc, Wi-Fi allowed, any region allowed. It was just absolute chaos. It was really wonderful. It's I love stuff like that. Love when we get some really cool stuff like, you know, weird tournaments and stuff like that.
You to press a button, think you can punish it, and
it was fun. It was fun to watch.
Got stuffed by the far B there.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
so Jenny coming in against Yashiro with full meter. So this is a character that actually gets to threaten Jenny at far C range because he gets to stand outside of it, and he gets to do far C whiff punish into rush punch, or he can stand a little bit closer and he can actually beat her with speed with his far B, which is very strong. Far B, 2B, all very, very strong pokes. And he has a fantastic full jump button that could beat footsies. Jenny, however, has really strong but situational anti-airs. You're going to probably see MOK play a little bit in this range, maybe a little bit farther back for reactionary purposes, so you can have the ability to do stuff like jump back Harrier B. I could see that he could play a little bit more timid. I could see him getting more aggressive and actually being right where this Y is right here, and constantly being in her far C range and not giving him the opportunity to use far C whiff punish.
so every other player that
And if he's gonna be in that far C whiff punish, or if he's gonna be in Jenny's far C range, which is going to be inside of his where he wants to whiff punish with far C, he's gonna have to commit to some shorter buttons that aren't as punishable, like far B, which is going to be the best thing that can test far C in that region, in that area, or actually just full jump on her and try to get her to whiff something, which is obviously scary against a character like Jenny. She does an anti-air, she puts you in a knockdown setup situation. It's going to be hard. However, we'll see. Score likes to play aggressive. He is a character up. I'm curious.
Play on stream has not been very comfortable against Cronin, but sorry, against other players.
Love
that
it.
I've seen MOK play on stream.
Round start, neutral jump. Probably expecting a far C of some sort. He might have actually just missed a hop, which is very possible as well.
Has not been very comfortable against Cronin, but against Kukri. Yeah, but Score seems like he's got the answers.
Nice reversal
Well,
throw. Wow, trying to go for empty low or empty throw. Either way, nice reaction from MOK here.
They do a lot of playing back home in Japan, so
rolls through on the cross up. I like it. Anti-air CD once again. Jenny also has the ability to change your air trajectory. However, it's not in a good way to avoid CD.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like he was playing so aggressively against Kukri.
Nice. You'll take that trade. Oh, so good. You take this trade every day of the week. So same situation as last time, right? What had happened was he did this string, backdash. The string put you far enough that very fast normals don't have the ability to touch you, and you can backdash afterwards. The only way you beat this is hard read run forward. Or a super that reaches of some sort. But hard read run forward is probably the best bet, right? So she jumps in. I think what MOK wants to do in this situation.
So it might be a familiarity thing.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like he was playing
Backdash. He tried to footsie it. He's going to do whiff cancel. Going to Harrier B. He'll take that trade every day of the week. Hey, Karu. Thank you for stopping by. This
kind of sweats on defense.
Yeah, that's exactly it. He doesn't really have too many defensive options that don't require meter.
Kukri kind of sweats on defense.
There you go. Sorry, trying to get back to where I was.
And I feel like he was playing so aggressively against Kukri.
Wonderful. I love it. So, runs back forward into his position that he wants to be in. Jenny's already in the air. He's trying to block.
Kukri kind of sweats on defense.
Farsi trying to, as soon as he saw him not do anything in the air, he was like, okay, maybe I'm going to press a button here. Could have worked, could have not worked. Just worked out in his favor. Another, okay, so I'm going to think maybe that the full jump D was planned last time. Probably tried to snipe this jump arc from Jenny. Jenny, let's see if I can go back enough frames here. This is why I wanted to do something on YouTube. Jenny, this jump in angle, so hard to deal with for a lot of characters. Liz is something like this on her CD, also very, very good. This is a very, very strong angle because you get to jump. You get to full jump into this position. You don't have to hop, which is very nice. He'll take that trade because that's a CD trade. CD trade on counter hit leaves them in juggle state. He's going to go for air reset. And then mixes up a meaty situation here. Or just getting tricky. There you go. Very high up jump C, so he can only go for fast close normals here. Goes going to go with a close A, which is going to be plus. Mixes up the pressure sequence this time. Expected a roll. What time are we at? 1:18:30. Okay, cool. Let me see if I can find it. Go back in time. No worries, Vicky. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. I really appreciate it. We're streaming Atome tomorrow as normal, so hopefully I get to see you then. Take it easy. I go too far back. It went way too far back.
Oh man,
so pressure situation. I'm trying to go back to the place where it was.
Yeah, he was waiting that super jump. It's
this, right? So this is the situation that Score's trying to bait right here by doing a very similar sequence into nothing walk back. Very cool. Glad to hear it, Vicky.
Nice. Great anti-air from MOK.
So, nice anti-air. This does fantastic damage. Gonna go for the meaty setup here.
Hard knockdown. Sets up the projectile. Wow. Goes for a tricky mix-up, but Score has seen it.
Yeah, smelled it and reacted perfectly.
Nice. Love it.
But Score has seen it.
Yeah, smelled it and
so, I think there's a mix-up here. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but I think there's a mix-up in this situation here. Because he's gone for this sequence multiple times, but this is the first time MOK has pressed the button, so good response here.
Jump back. C.
Gosh, just barely not enough.
Tried to make a hard read there. I actually love this hard read. Even though it whiffed, I actually love this hard read. And I'll tell you why. The game stay in this situation right here is very good in Score's favor. So he's at a pixel of health. If he eats any chip, he's going to die, correct? So he gets put back into this situation. MOK is waiting for a DP in the situation. I think Score makes that read early on, and that's why you get a really quick Farsi from him. Farsi cancel into rush punch here. He's thinking, okay, if I chip, I lose, right? So let me make a hard read here. Go for EXDP. I might get some extra damage and extra pressure. I'm in the corner as well. He has the ability actually, like, if he gets this to hit, he can win. He could kill Jenny and make it a 1 versus 3 situation.
Gosh, just
Whiffs the DP instead, and he has so much meter. He's near max before this situation, so he just spends the EX. He's gonna be like right here, right? Where is it? Yeah, he's near max. He has a little bit to spend here, so his character is gonna come in with like 3 1/4. He is so happy. This is not a bad read at all. This is a very, very good read, but even better read from MOK.
Barely not enough. Oh!
Big swing.
All right, not a bad bet, really, from Score's side, but fortunately for MOK, he didn't swing into it.
No worries, no worries. King of Fighters is a very 15. I think 15's. I like 13. I like 14. I think 15's the best one I've played, in my opinion. It's an extremely good
He
game.
was like, oh, you want it for
If
some
it
fun?
had a
I know you
netcode
do.
that allowed me to play other
Yeah, not too
people, I
bad.
would play it
MOK kinda
way more
stabilizing
often.
here.
But that's why I'm reviewing footage, is because this is the closest I'm gonna get to like playing.
All right, this is Score's character.
Yeah, agreed. This is definitely his baby.
Ooh, whiff, punish.
Nice.
Gets the hard knock or the soft
Scary
knockdown.
situation here because he's gonna
Throw.
tie up the. He's gonna tie up the what's it called? The health. But ooh, guard canceled on the rising overhead. That's unfortunate.
Good guard cancel out from Score.
But he is safe. He is safe.
Recognizing the danger.
Yeah, didn't want no parts of that.
And now we've got MOK in the corner.
Another
Nice. Just
overhead.
goes for raw overhead. What I really like about this is something that a lot of US players don't do, is they want to cancel into their overhead.
Yeah, didn't want no parts of
What you
that.
should be doing
now
in
we
these
got-
situations is that after you're going for this safe jump setup right here, he goes for raw overhead. And the reason why he does that is because it gives the opponent way less time to react to whether it's going to be a high-low situation. Yes, you have the ability to do similar mix-ups in situations here, but when you do a raw overhead in this situation, your 2B becomes way better. So you have the ability to do that into, or safe jump into raw overhead. If they start blocking low, now you're just regular pressure becomes it has the ability to do combos. So he establishes the mix-up on the first go here.
In the corner.
Another overhead.
Top players are also very content with eating that overhead because it's not a lot of damage. So you'll see this quite often at high level. They'll just be like, okay, this is the situation they're going to put us in. But we'll see how Score wants to mix this up later. That's going to be more interesting.
Oh my gosh, another overhead.
Wow.
Yeah, another overhead.
Such a rare option. Nice challenge. The
That
far
should be it.
overhead.
Wow.
Special.
Such a
I think he goes for another special here. Can't exactly. I don't know Chizuru that well,
And
so
we were, oh my gosh, another overhead.
Wow.
run up. Oh, he does CD whiff special. That's what it is. So CD whiff special, a lot of startup, gets stuffed out with Farsi.
Rare option.
EX.
Nice challenge.
Gonna go for a good combo here. He can kill.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he spends the bar here. Oh,
Doesn't need to.
Great.
That always gets me every
I
time.
know, right? We've been seeing a lot of people drop that ender too. That combo. is
Jenny
not
damage,
free.
so good.
So being able to hit those.
Jenny Mare at the end here. So good. MOK basically. If MOK wins, it's because of his Jenny. We'll see. We'll see.
You know, when it counts like this, testament.
Spends the level
Yep.
2. Might as well just spend it early on, right? You're just going to get that meter back. And you put her in a no meter
That
to
was
kill
disgusting,
situation
man.
with a
That
high-low
hot
throw
B
mix-up.
Hits everywhere. It's the new Benny Maru jump D, man.
The Benny Maru jump D, the
Hearing that from Aru, I'm like, I should play Jenny. Jump D carried me through 14. I'm willing to get carried again.
Elizabeth jump B. Oh, God. There we go. Right now, anchor battle. 3 bars to Cronin. Almost 4.
Look at both these guys just super jumping at each other, pressing CD. Wouldn't have it any other way.
Oh, that's so sick. This is so sick.
Look at
So they're just jumping at each other right now, which is wild considering that one of these characters can like straight delete you with 3.5 bars.
both these guys just super jumping at each other, pressing CD. Wouldn't
Jump back. Oh, jump back CD
have
is
it any
so
other way.
sick.
I know, right?
Oh,
Like that chart.
I'd be so scared to jump again. I'd be so scared to jump again.
Best CD, jump CDs in
Oh
the
yeah,
game,
yeah.
You know?
And
Cronin's
Cronin.
up there.
Yes, sir.
I think BJA might be up there also
Yeah,
now.
she's a contender. She's a contender for sure.
I like the guard cancel backwards. Very, very little that that Cronin can do about that one without an extremely hard read that's very scary. However, we are at 4-ish bars for Cronin, so we are in death territory for Jenny, believe it or not.
Nice. Dude, look at that. They're just mashing jump CD on each other, man.
But I really like how Score is approaching here. Score is
Nice.
approaching from this range right here where that DP isn't as scary. And you can't get gunshot super. You get gunshot super in this situation, she's just going to Harrier be over it.
Dude, look at that. They're just mashing jump CD on each other, man.
Jump CD.
Nobody wants to play neutral.
Jump CD.
So you're right.
Stay same side that time. Only he's going to need one bar to clean that up. Score played this so well. He played this basically outside of 2C, outside of DP jump range, just whiffed a bunch of CDs, made MOK's life a living hell, because MOK is just like, I just want to hit. I just want to hit EXDP, DP, Super DP into level 2, do 750 damage, end the game in one more mix-up.
Taking the first game. I mean, that was a pretty hard-fought one.
But really, MOK's Jenny did so much work.
Jenny, I feel like he was making a lot of really good decisions.
Wait, does ours say Jenny too?
Got down to his Jenny.
Yeah, let's go. I think it probably means he played Garo when earlier on. The reason why I say let's go is because I got a lot of flack for saying Jenny, and then when I was first learning about Garo and learning all the characters, you look up her name spelled and I was like, oh, Janae. I was like, how am I supposed to say this name? And if you go onto the katakana, it's spelled Jenny. However, it's probably supposed to be Janae because I believe she's French. I believe so.
I feel like he was making a lot of really good
But
decisions.
it's good to hear. So I've not heard anybody else call her Jenny. So I feel good. It makes me feel better. It makes me feel redeemed.
Yeah.
It was over.
Yeah, I think Score held it together a little bit better than MOK did. I saw cracks in MOK's. I mean, obviously with the Kukri going down so early.
I mean, Kukri's a cornerstone really for him. So
if you can't really get the party started with Kukri, he has so much work to do with his two other characters who can totally get the job done.
Yeah.
But you're also
totally just realized the chat was never on the screen for the
right.
first sets that I did this for.
So difficult.
It is. And now we're going to see if he makes any adjustments with this.
So
who can totally get the job done.
Yeah.
See we get this done.
A full team on Score side.
That's right.
And
so immediately you see the difference for MOK, jump back, looking for that aggression from Score. Score doesn't respond just yet. I think he's playing it a little bit more timid. He wants to see the adjustment that MOK is going to do before he starts going in.
That's just so difficult.
It is.
And now he's going to do it.
If he makes any adjustments with this Kukri. It's so important for him, I think, to gain momentum with this character. Nice. Wins the air exchange there.
He needs the meter and he needs
another great read here.
Already putting Score in the corner.
Pressure. Good challenge.
Yeah, so great.
Can't get much of that range without committing to the EX special here. So, and that's risky if it doesn't work, because if he doesn't press buttons in that situation, then you die. However, it's good that he just, did 2B far B. Much safer.
Nice.
Right into my loving arms. Probably trying to mix up his jump in pressure here.
He's making such great defensive decisions here, and now he's out, neutralizing.
Nice block on the cross up. Rolls back out. Gets outside of that cross up range, which is why he does it in the first place, right? One of the best ways to actually anti-air, or not quote-unquote anti-air, but like to mix up your anti-air option, especially against a character you feel like you can't anti-air very well. And there's a lot of situations in this game where characters cannot anti-air other characters for one reason or another, whether they have no invincible meterless DP or they don't have like a strong anti-air for the characters, angled normals from air to ground, whatever it is. However, the option that's available to everybody is to roll. And rolling usually removes you from that situation, but puts you in a negative position afterwards. So as long as you react not too late, you have the ability to do these sorts of things.
Neutralizing the offense.
So does it again, rolls back out, right? He's still under pressure, but it's not a high-low pressure anymore. That's what you want. Try to footsie here. I love it. Whiff cancel 2D. Gets you out. Has the ability to get a button afterwards. I think probably Score could have responded better, but I don't know if I expected that either, so. Aha!
Every single defensive decision, Score is just on a tear.
Score's defense is very active, which is very fun to watch.
I hope not. I really hope not, bro.
Gets hit, waits for the sand pillar. All right, now he's going to go in, on block, jump back.
Letting Score approach comfortably, and I think that's how you have to play this character.
Goes for the air-to-air in this air-to-air sequence here, which is really smart because he's been going for a lot of these like jump in CD into block afterwards right here situations. And so he does run up EX pillar. You think, oh, he's gonna get aggressive because I did run up EX pillar and I'm in a close situation or I'm close to him. He's going to do run up jump in, right? Or he's just going to do full jump C or something like that, right? Which is why you see the preemptive jump normal here coming out from Kukri. And I'm not a Kukri player. So I don't remember what normal that is. I should find out. I'm going to guess jump B. No, jump B is stanky leg. This is jump D. Gotcha. Okay. So, jump D. It's important to note. So, this is jump D. Does preemptive jump D, however. So, he does preemptive jump D, and that means that he's trying to snipe some sort of quick air normal or trying to snipe in the jump in from here. Doesn't work out. He's Score's going to take the pressure. He probably could have throw punished, but it would have been techable, or he probably could have thrown here, but it probably would have been techable as well.
I think that's how you have to play this character.
Yeah, he's still in the live lead here, so it's going.
Wow, gets the throw here. Meaty situation. Nice block.
Left, right, and then back to left.
Hits him out of the air. Sammy analysis. It happens every now and then, especially considering I'm trying to. Fox yelled at me yesterday, so I need to do it more often. So blame Fox.
Left.
Oh, love the far B. God, this button's so fucking good.
Tricky stuff. Wow, that was so tricky.
That was a nice block.
So, nice, very, very nice thing about Yashiro's Farsi 2C, whatever it is, into Rush Punch, is that on air flip it's safe. And this is one of the really, really cool things about the character, actually, is that a lot of characters, if they want to convert into their combo, their neutral button into their combo filler is usually something unsafe on air flip, like Gato. Gato has to do EX palm in order to do his into full combo. So if he does something like poke into EX palm and they air flip out, he's punishable. Now they did that change in 1.3. I forgot what version of the patch this is. 1.32? 1.38? I don't remember. Anyway, so yeah, so this is one thing that Yashiro doesn't have to worry about because he's not necessarily wanting to do that in neutral. He's not trying to like go into full combo in neutral here. In fact, he's pretty down to just like get the 2 hits afterwards into pressure because he's going to get pressure afterwards, and that's what Yashiro really wants. And then he can do mix up pressure into super if he really wants to, or EX.
Left, right, and then back to left.
Far B, goat button. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at his cheeks. You know, he works out like this. He does 50 of these in the morning every day.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, the challenge. That's 5B.
Nice anti-air.
Such a
Bonk.
problem.
Looking for a footsie button here. So what he's guessing in the situation.
Damn.
Oh my gosh, the challenge. That's
Went a little bit
5B
farther
is
back.
so
Love the reaction here. So plus frames. What he's looking to snipe here, Score, is he's looking to snipe MOK reading run-up buttons and to stop that by pressing his own buttons preemptively. So if he did a 2A in this situation right here, he would have gotten bonked on the head. But MOK is playing defensive in this situation. He does have a life lead. He's not going to die to one EX move. So he's pretty comfortable in taking a mix-up or trying to block it normally.
in this matchup.
Mixes up the roll pressure, or mixes up his pressure again. Remember the last time he did this, he was trying to snipe roll. MOK did the same thing too, or MOK is trying to do the same thing too. He's trying to mix up his pressure from last time, or his escapes from last time, by not doing roll. So didn't roll that time. Score made a good read, runs up pressures again, doesn't beat it that time.
Oh my god, this is gonna hurt so bad.
How much money does he spend on this? 2 EXs? Remember what I said? This character gets to spend however much he wants to on his combos. It's so nice. Bonk.
Nice block,
nice block on the overhead.
Fights his way out of the corner now, but another.
Probably expected a mix up in this situation with this low life, right? So just a good read from MOK. This is a hard overhead to react to if you're not ready for it.
Nice block on the overhead.
Very, very well spaced jump D here. Very hard to 2D this without a trade. Sorry, 2C.
Fights his way out of
Low high. Nice block. The way you beat this is double 2B, but he might have been too far for that. So, well, let me see.
Finally found pay dirt.
Nice block on the overhead.
He's this is such a great analysis of spacing. This is why the top KOF players are as good as they are, is because he made the analysis on the spacing so early on. 2D or 2B is just in range. He does 2B again, he's going to be outside of range, he's going to whiff it. So he's going to think, okay, if that's the case, then I'm just going to stand block here. Because if he does 2B, 2D, then he just techs and rolls backwards, right? And he's still alive, he does 100 damage. If he does overhead, he's going to get pressure again.
Fights his way out of
so he's going to bet on that here.
the corner now.
Especially considering it's that's a good mix up in that situation. So making a read on strong players.
But another block
basically.
on the overhead.
Most trying everything.
Oh, he tried to hard read the fireball. That's what I was talking about before, is that the EX chop from full screen has projectile invulnerability. It's a very good tool in this matchup that MOK has tried his best to make sure he doesn't have the ability to use.
Dude, oh wait, that 5B was amazing, and we got 8 seconds left on the clock. Both players on such a low life. Oh, finds the hit, but doesn't finish it off.
Baby.
Anything can happen. 4 seconds, MOK.
Woo!
Make something happen here. He tries
Scrambles!
and he score! Happen here. He tries to go for the over.
What happened here?
4 seconds, MOK.
So nice block. Rolls backwards out of the situation. So any one of the things that I was talking about before, the 2B2D, the overhead, doesn't matter. Tries to whiff punish with far B, doesn't work out. Jumps over again. It's just too far to even get this wonderful hitbox to hit, even for him. Look how far down this shit goes. That's just insane. Gets punished close B.
And he finds the hit.
Oh, close C, I should say.
I don't know what he was thinking, but he jumped into him, and MOK finds the 5C.
Jesus.
However, 10 situations at the end, we're almost out of life, right? So he's only going to get 100 life back. So it's not like he had a big win here. It's very important to note in a lot of these situations that if you're going to go this long, you usually have less to win.
That was just the first round.
Scary situation as well, because Chizuru has great space control for 3/4 of the screen.
Oh, man.
We see a pretty early spacing. He tried to reflect.
Barely gets any life
Tried to
back.
reflect.
I couldn't believe it. I was like, bro, just back up. You got.
Remember what I was talking about last time we were talking about stream? A couple other people, my friends, have also suggested that reflecting in this game is quite hard.
2 more seconds left, but that 0 second is a long one.
It really is.
But if you're score, you're fine up until this line right here. Till you eat 300 damage. So you can bulldog a little bit.
Wow. MOK is just, he's just spending a lot of bar. Trying to make
Almost.
this round last as long as possible. He's got 49 seconds left on the clock. If he can get it below 42 seconds, that's a big win for him, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think so too.
There you go. Gets the throw.
Score was ready for it. He could.
MOK was trying to be sort of squirrely, trying to move around a lot, trying his best to sort of make his presence really difficult to sort of get that last button on, and hopefully he does that long enough to reach 42 seconds. Just unfortunately did not get to that point.
Rolls forward into him, and Score was ready for the punish. So important at this high level to punish those rolls.
Yeah, great recovery from Score though, because obviously in most.
I like the patience starts from Score on Chizuru. He just wants to have the ability to get into a neutral situation that is not threatening to Chizuru in any sort of way before he starts pressing buttons like this.
by the way that first round ended. He just recovered nicely, went right back into the game plan for the second round. We're in the third round now, and look at this damage.
Chizuru, another character that you can spend as much as you want, but I would advise not to spend supers unless you're going for some sealed special mix-ups. But even then, it's not that worth it. Her damage, adding supers at the end is not phenomenal.
Yeah, that's safe. Don't try to swing at it.
2 EXs is usually the way to go with this character, which is why I think she's a fantastic mid character.
Wow, he went for the throw, but got the close instead.
Wasn't ready to cancel though.
Uh-oh.
CD. What? Bro, what?
Uh-oh.
So good. She basically gets the dandy step this shit.
Hit. Nice, finds the hit there.
Nice.
Hurt quite a bit.
Okay.
Goes for a reset. That is so dirty. Full jump. Full jump. Remember, not hop. Full jump.
Okay.
That's how you do it. People want to always know, like, hey, when do I use what jump, where, you know, how the jump's different. This is one of the ways you can tell the jumps are different. Hop would have lost. Jump wins. How do you beat that from Chizuru's side? You just wait a little bit. That was a hop read. If he didn't read hop, he would have just down backed and reacted to jump. These are the differences in the jumps in KOF. It's a very important thing to learn.
Oh! Baits out the throw attempt, jumps over the button, and this could...
And yeah, he's going to be able to kill.
Hurt quite a bit.
Because he's going to be able to EX.
Oh my God,
and he finds the OTG. MOK.
He was done. Dang.
That was so good.
Very cool. Very, very good.
He's got the...
Dude. Same positions as we was last time, right? Jenny just making up all of the slack.
Advantage going into this
Character is so good.
And this is
and MOK is just phenomenal at the character as well. Not a lot of people are going to do jump back here or be like that for footsies, but just like he's probably played so much of this character that he knows he can do these things. See, the score likes to do this sort of like stand at this range, like here-ish is where his opponent would like to be, right? And he gets to stand at this range where he gets to do a super jump CD, or sorry, super hop CD, and be really, really threatening with a very strong in front of you hitbox.
You guys probably have
like that.
Like this every day.
Nice, good reaction afterwards. So he's looking at the character the whole time. He sees a lot of hop back CDs with CD.
Like this every day.
Dude, tell me about it. I mean, all the Asian
nice. Mixes up the pressure that time by doing run up buttons.
They play each other. Yeah,
one super cleaned it up.
They play each other all day, every day. Ever since KOF 15 came out, they've been streaming their sessions and they've been playing like death matches every day.
It's just Sunday, man.
Yep. So
oh my God. Sorry, I'm making sure that everything's like normal on my audio. I guess somebody would have told me. Like I don't know. Whatever. Oh, sorry. I was out of whack for that one. Let me go back. Nice CD blowback, chasing down. While Cronin does not have 3.5 bars. Score needs to be as aggressive as humanly possible on jump-ins without being out and out idiotic. And the reason why I say that is because once this character gets 3.5 bars, he is going to murder you on the jump-in. So much so. And the reason why he's down to murder you for that is because he puts you in a one-touch situation afterwards, right? However, if this character wants to do 1EX, 1 super, and hit you out of the air for 400 damage, and have no meter afterwards in this situation, so that she could just outright jump on you at all times, without being idiotic, of course, and not just eating, you know, free anti-airs all the time, Jenny is going to be so happy that this character does not have meter to murder me for my regular jump-ins. And you can take jump-ins with reward in your favor by far. But the problem with playing Cronin is that you put him anchor and your jump-ins risk is far less than, your jump-ins risk is far more than its reward, because your reward is probably like 500 damage with meter. His reward is probably you're fucking dead in one touch. One more touch. That's the difference. When he has this meter, however, that's not the case. Dude, he is just sniping every one of these jump-ins. Nice. 2 bars. Now we're a little less okay with jumping in. However, we don't need to. We're definitely in that we're in Farsi special level 2 super range at this point. And I only say that because, well, Jenny's Farsi is OD. And as soon as she gets the extra EX for the easy confirm, she's gonna do it. Jumps in again. Tries to read there. Very strong adaptation from MOK. Basically just adjusted his timing by 1/4 of a second and makes it whiff now. He's able to get the hit. Pressure time, overhead, safe jump setup. Tried to hard read it with the backdash, but a little bit too early. Too late, I should say. Chase down the backdash. He's just trying to get out of the way here. Level 2. That's the difference. If he had one more bar, he would have been dead. Very, very dangerous jump. Pressure. Oh. What was that roll? What was that roll? What the fuck? Love Aru just saying the same thing as me though, or just being like, dude, what the fuck? Need more of that commentary. Just be like, yeah, that was out and out bad. That was wrong. Last few seconds of this were so tense. So, plus frame pressure. Confirm into super. Unfortunately, he used the EX in this situation prior, right? So when he was in the situation before where I was like, oh, he's 1 level 2 away from dying, unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, he did it so that he could really guarantee his pressure in this situation. He's now underneath 2 bars, so he's not in kill range anymore off of lights, which is what happens here. Jab, jab, special, super. Now we're in a one-touch situation. We'll use the EX fireball, which its name I forgot. Paphras? I'm sure this is some like crazy pirate talk. I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. So he does EX Paphras. Wait, do I have that right? Okay, it is Paphras. He does EX Paphras to give a hard to do the OTG move, and what that's going to do for him is that he's actually going to have the ability to can his safe jump setup, because it's going to give him the exact same frame data every single time. That's why it's so nice. Oops. So he does this. Whiff 2P. 2K, 2K. Saw it didn't hit. It's just going to go with the 5P. Or, sorry, not 5P. Close A. Nice. And even actually just did the, what's it called? The auto combo there. Just knew he needed anything. Good job, Score. MOK made some critical errors towards the end there, but obviously you saw that Score was mostly in control for the most part and was playing a very calculated game. The fuck is a Baffrass? If I get mostly stuff from Jenny, then it's not a real word? Oh my god.